Yo, 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 it's your boy Rockstar, host of the popular new podcast at my mama's house and Rock's house. And you know how it is. If you got thick skin, come on in. But if not, keep your funky you know what I'm talking about? And if you rock with the talk, hit subscribe. This is the house where we keep it live. With that being said, man, we're gonna start off with my boy Jay. Unmute your mic and let him know who he is. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, what up, y'all? This is Jay from Jay and Meek's channel, and here for a good convo. You know what I'm saying, dude? Do
Yes,
how I
sir.
do, you know what I mean?
Already, man. So we're gonna go down there to Steve, man. Talk to him on Meet Your Mic and let him know you is, man.
Steve Reeves, man, actor, entrepreneur. Hey, your favorite artist. Let's go. Glad to be here, mixing it up and talking good with you good fellas, man. Hoping all y'all having a great day.
Yeah. We're gonna go over to my boy, man, the movie director King, man. Talk to him, let him know you is, you feel me?
Hey, what's up? Y'all know what it is. We here at my mom. Make sure you stay tuned right here. As soon as you get done, log in on YouTube and watch Hugh Wood, baby, episodes 1, 2, and 3. Because guess what? Chapter 2 is coming, the exchange of powers.
You feel me? You feel
And
me?
you can catch my man Reese right here in chapter 2, baby.
Yes,
so
sir.
y'all make sure y'all get that.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. How y'all weekend been, man?
Man, life is good, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. A lot going on, man. You know what? I ain't gonna even waste no time. We got so much to unpack. I got I got a way I'm gonna do this tonight, man. We're gonna break it down, bro. We're gonna break it down in pieces. It's a possibility we might only get to 2 subjects, but it don't matter. We're gonna give them a good show, good entertainment. You know what I'm talking about? But first, y'all know how we do it. We're gonna go and get y'all with the icebreaker. You feel me? All right, so if you can mute your mics, playboys. I don't know why this thing keep doing it, y'all. I'm about to fix that. Hold on. All right.
That is going to make the rounds on social media as a cartoon. Oh my goodness gracious. That is going to make the rounds on social media as a cartoon. Oh my goodness gracious. That is going to make the rounds on social media as a cartoon.
Hey, hold on. I mean, the shit ain't funny.
That boy dropped the top on live TV, man. Drop the top on them boys, man.
Okay, so look, this is what we're gonna have to do. King, we're gonna have to go and just tell Steve ahead of time. Steve, we was hoping Steve catch on.
He ain't caught up.
He ain't got out.
It's all good though. I love when Steve does it though. I love
it
because it's authentic.
It's authentic.
Steve, don't let him talk about it like that. Steve, come on, man. Is Steve stuck?
Yeah, Steve stuck, bro.
Damn, Steve.
Steve, come back in, Steve.
Oh shit.
Man,
Oh, shit.
I ain't been able to do that clip in 3 weeks messing with Steve. What the hell is nigga got, man?
Is Steve back?
Man, I don't know, dog. I don't know who. He cloned himself real quick.
That's Army. That's Army KM, baby. Army kilometer. Dog. I was driving home. I was driving home cracking up at the post. I didn't even see the video. I didn't see no images.
Yeah.
I just read what it said and I was driving cracking up. Like, what? A nigga lost his top.
There you
Boy,
go.
dropped the top live on TV, man.
Steve.
H-Town with swangers on
Okay.
it, man. Boy, dropped the top.
Okay, so look, here, this is what we gonna do. So Steve, me and King was hoping you get it, but it's been 4 weeks or more and you ain't got it, so we gonna tell you. But it's been funny though because you don't know, but you've been having a laugh.
Oh, my boy Steve, boy. Man,
So
tell him, Rock.
tell him, you tell him.
You tell him. I can't tell him. You tell us your thing. Nah, this ain't funny. It's just funny.
Funny,
usually
bro.
try to let him get that out, and plus he got the
Yeah.
laugh track going, so they,
So-
you know what I'm saying.
All right, so Steve, so after icebreaker, the icebreaker is something we make people laugh with, right? Because we get into subjects that can get serious and whatnot. So what it is, there's a segment there's a punchline that I do afterwards. So when something's really funny after icebreaker, I say, I mean, the shit ain't funny, but the shit funny. Now the only problem is I ain't been able to clip it and post it in about 2 months because you fucking up every time.
Boy, say, hey, I don't know what
a-
you got going live. I done jumped in already.
It's hilarious, man.
So
I can't make it up. I was like, I love it when Steve does it, but I know what
yeah,
you try to
it's
do,
been
Rock.
funny. Yeah. That's why we've been.
That's why I ain't said that. I was like, oh, wait, see if Rock
Well,
gonna
then
say
one of
that.
y'all ain't shit. I'm just gonna tell y'all say y'all ain't shit.
I was like, come on, Steve. Don't let him do you like that, Steve.
It's love, bro. Y'all already know it, man.
Hey, but we ain't been saying it because it's been funny. You've been having us laughing at because you don't know, and we like it, but it's funny when you do it. It's like he cut me off.
Hey, man, that dope, he dropped the top, bro. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
He dropped the top on him, bro.
Kinfolk, I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life. Like, what made this dude think that he wasn't gonna get a? I guess he just said, I ain't gonna get hit.
Why? Yeah, I was like,
Boy,
why would he
knocked the
wear
glue
that?
loose on his ass.
Maybe the guy who did his wig just confirmed, say, man, I got you. I got some strong glue, brother.
That didn't actually the fight. He was on Breakfast Club this morning. Everything, I think.
Oh my God!
Know what I'm saying? No bull.
Did he lose the fight?
I don't even know.
The dude that lost the hair?
Look, I watched the fight, but that took over. I forgot
Everything.
because the wig.
Damn.
I don't know, bro. And I watched the fight. I watch all the fight. I watched the whole fight, and I still don't know one because the wig.
I'm gonna say the wind could offset the wig though. I was like, damn, but hell no.
But he made history, man, because he's the first boxer to literally get his wig knocked out.
Oh my God!
Oh man, I'm dead.
I'm through.
Dead.
I'm fucking through.
I'm fucking dead. And that's really
That's what happened, dog. Man, I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say, dog. All right, man. So this is what we gonna do. Hold on, man. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, man, to the channel. Make sure you like and subscribe. You know what I'm talking about. Also, make sure you join the my Moma's House Club. You know what I'm talking about, so we can send you some merch when it come out and stuff like that. But other than that, make sure you like and subscribe. All right, man. Let's go and get into it, bro. Oh man, this is deep, bro. This is deep. So we're gonna break it down layer for layer, and we just gonna see what comes out of the mouth, man. All right, mute your mics. Why does it keep doing this? Bro. All right, give me a second. Yeah, I'm having technical difficulties. All right.
And again, the last thing I want to say, immigrants built this country, literally. Actually, so this is for them, for all children of immigrants. This is also for those who came to this country in search of better opportunity to be a part of a nation that promised freedom for all and equal opportunity to everyone willing to work for it. Thank you for bringing your culture, your music, your stories, and your traditions here. You give America color. I love y'all so much. Thank you. And again, the last thing I want to say, immigrants built this country, literally.
All right, so I'm gonna play another video first. I jumped the gun on that one, but I want to start off with this one because I want to make sure we stay on topic before we slide into the ICE situation. Some of these clips do intertwine, but if we can, let's kind of try to stick to the particular subject at hand. The first part of the show gonna be about the Grammys, but again, sometimes the stuff gonna intertwine. We can't control it, so you know what I mean. Just letting y'all know, you know what I mean. So. Yeah, sometimes it's just, it ain't no way you can't mix the shit. You know what I'm saying? So hold on.
Here with Michelle Lamy, and just pay very close attention to how they treat this woman. Shortly after, this is her backstage of ASAP Rocky, and this woman has deep connections with every single celebrity. I mean, many pictures and videos of her and Usher, Kim Kardashian, Migos, Kanye West, ASAP Rocky, whatever, you name it, almost every single celebrity. But who is this woman? If you look her up, it says she's a fashion designer, filmmaker, producer, whatever. But she's also married to Rick Owens, and now we're getting warmer. If you know anything about Rick Owens, he's known as the Dark Lord of fashion. Now, if this woman is married to the Lord of Darkness when it comes to fashion, and she's a fashion designer, this is literally her wearing his head, you start wondering, what is she doing with all these artists? Surely it can't be all fashion, right? And then you see pictures of her with Rena Abramovich, which is outspoken for her art, but also her spirit cooking. All I'm saying is be aware of what's really going on and do your own research. Rihanna is spotted here with...
All right, so the topic of conversation is the Grammys, right? We got a lot to unpack, but we're gonna take it video by video. I'm gonna add layers to it as the conversation moves forward. So this is this lady. She's clearly very popular in the fashion/music industry. I did some research on her. I had heard of her, but I really didn't do much research on her until it was time for the show a couple of days ago when I was looking for topics. And of course, you know, I don't watch the Grammys no more either, just like I started watching pro sports. But with the podcast, I have to keep my ear to the street. So I didn't watch the awards still, but I just kind of took clips and just kind of let other people's reviews give me a jump, right? And keeps me from having to do all the research. So with that being said, me personally being in the industry most of my life, I've seen things. I can definitely speak from personal experience. So the question I have today is, and if you can, give me your thoughts and perspectives in a general sense, because I don't want to necessarily like specify a particular artist or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? At least intentionally, right? Because I know I can safely say not everybody has bought their soul, just like I can safely say not every cop is a bad cop, right? You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, in general, do you think in general that when it comes to people in the entertainment business, be it fashion, movies, and music, do you think in general that a lot of them have sold themselves? And who want to go first? Go ahead, Jack.
I don't think most of them have. I think that kind of goes for any individual. I think there are some, yeah. You know what I'm saying? sold their soul or just want to be included in certain things, you know, people of power and whatnot. But I do think on a certain level, when you get past like the lower rungs of anything, you do they probably do themselves to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? When the rub shoulders, because they all trying to climb that ladder, regardless of any industry. I think for the most part, some people find one way, find a ladder, others will find another way, and I think that lends to that. You know what I'm saying? You can probably think that you're not selling, you can quote unquote selling your soul or whatnot, but end up in the wrong circles around the wrong people. What I understand, but when I say majority, no. When I say majority want to, yeah.
Expound on that. Because
I think they're like
you say majority no, but you say majority want to. I'm kind of perplexed by that because I would think if majority want to, then that would equate to majority actually buying into the program.
buying into the program of wanting to get to that point. Yeah, actually being accepted into it is different. You know what I'm saying? Like you could want to do all this stuff, but they ain't accepting you in. I think a lot of people will probably in those industries will do whatever they can to reach those upper echelons. But it's about being accepted in. Are you willing to go to a certain extent? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said it that way. Like I
Okay.
think there's people that have done it and have gotten there, but there's people that want to that they just can't break that.
Gotcha. Because the reason why I asked it, and again, I guess this is a how can I say that this is a biased inside information, right, in my response, because you know, I've been in the music industry personally. From what I've seen, most people in the entertainment, they in most cases they sold themselves in the beginning more so than at the top. From what I've seen them sell themselves usually more at the lower stage.
But
Yeah,
that selling
I
themselves is
get.
what. Oh,
Oh
go
no, go
ahead.
ahead, Rock. Go ahead,
Oh,
Steve. Go
no,
ahead,
go
Steve.
ahead.
That
I like where
selling
you was going.
themselves at the early age is what get them to where
No,
they at. That's
well,
what
I'm gonna
it is
say early
about.
stages. Not forget age,
Early stages of
That
their
means
career.
whatever, because everybody's career starts different. So
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if they said Jay sold himself back in the gap of when Biggie and them was still alive to get to where he is today. If they say Kanye did it when his mama was alive and he sold his mama, like they got all these conspiracy theories, you know, and they only gonna give you this kind of power or give you this kind of opportunity if they somebody who, if you are someone who has that kind of following. If you're not somebody who projected to have or have that kind of buying power or that kind of power over the masses, they not worried about you or giving you that opportunity.
well, here's the thing. I'm not specifically talking about see, I think I'm looking at it not from a major deal, right? Or making you a
Right.
Hollywood star. I'm not talking about that, right? I'm talking about on the lower level, the beginning stages. Casting couches start down here.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. I wanted to say something. I wanted to say something to the
I
because
got
I
you. Go ahead,
Yeah.
King. I'll come back.
was like,
King,
I get what
you're freezing, King.
Rose.
King.
Uh,
Okay, there you go. I think, yeah.
am I good?
Yeah, you're good. Mhm.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Mhm.
I think I get what you are saying, Rock, because that is something. But before we go too far, because I want to hear what Reese is saying. Reese is saying too is that I think that the conversation that you're saying, Rock, that we all be having, I think is intertwined with a couple of conversations that are all, each one of them are real. Like when you're saying you're selling your soul or selling yourself in the beginning of your career, and you see that a lot, I believe that's 100% true. But I believe that there's still levels to it, just like
Exactly.
what Jay is saying. But what I'm saying is that you're pointing out the mindset when at the early onset. You're pointing out the mindset of a person that's like, they're gonna go for broke. They're gonna go for whatever to get to where they gotta be at. But Jay, I feel like what he's saying too is that person may get there like the Jay-Z making the Biggie albums and doing what they're doing. But I think that once they get to an echelon of like, damn, every time this person makes an album or do anything, there's millions of people looking at them. So those elite groups that are already there, they seek them out and go into certain parties and get them to invite certain parties. Then they go, then there's another level of soul selling that you have to do
Yes.
to
Yeah.
be around those people. Like Jay is saying, you're not going to be allowed. Like it could be 1,000 artists trying to make it, and all of y'all make it. Yeah, all of y'all make it as artists. But out of that 1,000, there's only going to be a sprinkling of a few that's going to go to that level that meet those women, that meet those people.
Yeah, so I
You know
agree
what I'm saying?
with that, right? I agree with you because basically what I'm getting at is saying, which I understand is there's levels to it, right? I totally agree with that too. But what I'm saying is that when you really think about it, and again, like I say, I've been in it, right? I'm not saying nobody else haven't. But you got to understand that this system is a farm system, no different than sports. They start in the Pee Wee League, man. They start in middle school. They start in high school. This is a recruitment league, y'all. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I wanted to give more detail to what you're saying. I wanted to give
gotcha.
more detail. I
Okay,
wasn't
my
going to
bad. Go
get.
ahead.
I'm
No,
giving more
you didn't.
detail to it, to like saying like the other part is it's one thing it's heavy to say, oh, nigga sold his soul, nigga about to sell his soul, nigga about to, it's more so like a negligent minded person on their business is not understanding that just because you can lay on the couch and get yourself blanked in to the game, that doesn't that yeah, you gave up your body in that moment and you sold it to whatever it needs to be, but it's more so like there's little simple things that do like this, turning your back on your homeboy, like knowing there's 4 seats in the car, but you don't say nothing, so your homeboy don't get a seat to ride to the next show. Like little you willing to sell your brother
Yeah,
out
exactly.
to make it, like little things like that. So that's why I
Hey,
say,
I'm thinking about, I'm going to give you an analogy like you just said. Just like every team, everybody can't be the star. Just like with Beyonce and them when they came out. She was the star, but Kelly wasn't too far behind. She got opportunities, but didn't get the opportunities that Beyonce got. Or when it came to B2K, or Mario got opportunities that the other boys ain't get. When it came to Immature,
But I
all that, everyone, but each one of them gonna get different opportunities and have a different path in it.
but I
But
but I wouldn't correlate that to buying into the recruitment. I think that's just something that's naturally, historically, something that has always happened. There's always one that tends to outshine the others in their
that's
career.
why I'm gonna get to the next one.
I don't think that's a soul selling thing. I think that's just
I'm gonna
an
get to the
admission.
next
That's
one.
just an advancement of talent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you, but that's when
Yeah.
you get to the next one. Well, they get separated, and you know who the killers are, and them the people who get the actual opportunities put their way to go even further and further. But
I get.
everybody don't get them same ops. That's all
I,
I'm saying.
I guess what I'm doing is I'm separating just the cultivation of someone that might be naturally more talented to being recruited. Now, of course, all of that's play, all of it, everybody in it is subjected to being recruited, right? Or to selling their soul. You know what I'm saying? I was just saying I separate that correlation. I think that's just a natural thing, right? You know what I'm saying? Now, for me, what I'm saying is that also when I say selling your soul or whatever phrase you want to call it, I'm not meaning it doesn't have to be knowingly. You know what I
So
mean? It
are
could
you
be by
saying like,
default. If you sign a contract and that contract involves your soul being you sold.
well, so are you like separating? So what I'm getting is you're separating the mindset of, hey, like a person that will do it versus a person that won't, that will have the integrity and say that they won't, versus the mass or most of the people that will. But I
Right.
also think that comes
Mhm.
with the opportunity that the person is given. You get what
Gotcha.
I'm saying? Like a person, there's people who will be given the opportunity won't take it because whatever talent it may be, they know they can probably push a little further, at least get to a certain point without that.
Yeah.
But most people aren't as talented as they think. You know what I'm saying? Or they don't have certain things. So when they get those little opportunities, and like they say, give an opportunity, take it. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, taking out music. Honestly, it's like when you, I don't want to say the wrong thing. It's like when you are, doing street pharmaceuticals. You know what I'm saying? Certain people that only get the 50 pack. There's people that get the zip. There's people that get the bricks. There's people that count the money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But there's a person that's always going to be at that 50 pack. That's where they're going to be. You know what I'm saying? So,
can I say something?
Do certain things to try to get up to that brick, to try to get to count that money.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And
King,
left too.
King, do me a favor. Can you hold that thought and let me play this video, and then you go right after the video?
Okay. Yeah.
Because this is just going to add layers to the conversation. It might, match up with what you say. All right. Meet your mics. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Make sure you like and subscribe. It don't hurt to click that button. You know what I'm talking about? All right, meet your mics. Okay, so CeeLo Green introduces his son publicly, Lakey, at the 2026 Grammy Awards and wears Kiss-style makeup.
Oh, this is my young son.
Hello, Nick. Lake, like Lake Erie. That is amazing. Okay.
Now, also, before I finish playing the video, y'all notice CeeLo Green is wearing red eye contacts. But let me proceed.
So, where's the thought of saying we're gonna name him Lake Erie?
What do you think about it?
Honestly, I don't know. I guess it opens up just an air of mystery. It makes it seem like a little bit bigger than, just a human being.
Yeah, you're a body.
Yeah.
I love it.
Absolutely.
I love it.
You gotta go with the flow.
Never ending. What's underneath is unknown. All of that good stuff.
Yeah.
I can dig it. Listen, y'all have the time of your lives tonight. You gonna turn a couple corners at the end of the night?
I will.
Yeah.
I will. So I'll see you around.
Okay, baby.
All right. So, go ahead, Mr. King.
Okay, well, like seeing that kind of threw off everything a lot, but because I kind of want to speak on that, like that's totally a new topic. That's a new topic.
Well, no, selling your soul, humiliation. Doing these type of things. This is all all a part of it.
So what I was gonna say on this whole selling the soul, because I'm looking at the video of the pictures of the lady with the black fingers and the witch, whatever, and I'm looking at it like, okay, two things. Sometimes what I've noticed when I meet these kind of people that are in occult or esoteric or otherworldly type of things, man, they could be and this is in a party setting now. Just remind you, this is a party setting, because that's what the pictures were, in a party setting. These could be the nicest people in the world, bro. Like they have no worries, they don't care if you're a man or woman or what. They don't care what you have on. You don't care what they look like. You don't care none of that. And they could be like the nicest people. And I'm not trying to turn it off as if like that's not, because whenever I was just writing down my notes, the first thing I wrote down was, witch, Rick Owens, Dark Lord, fashion. And then I was like, fashion. Why are these dudes with fashion? Why are they all linked with fashion? And then I was like, maybe they got them on lock. Maybe they got them on lock or something. And then I started thinking, the threads in fashion, threads that bind, things that bind you, to get things that are binded together to make fashion. And so I was like, and then that spirit cooking thing, that's some real stuff. Like, it's not about that if it's real or not. Just like people can't say, is God real, or the Bible's real, or Jesus is real or not, or whatever. There's people that believe it is. There's billions of people that believe it is. But in these party settings, in these people's minds, and want to be a part of that, want to be outside of whatever world they think they came from, meeting these kind of people, sometimes you just like, yeah, I'm gonna roll with it. I'm going, yeah, let's do it. Yeah, I'll sell my soul. Yeah, I worship the devil. Yeah, I'm balanced, this and that, you know. So those are the two things I want to say. And then just the segue into CeeLo Green. I mean, dude has always been a very free spirited liberal person to me, because that's actually the first person that I saw on stage and I said, damn, that's freedom right there. He did rock, blues, soul, rap, R&B, country,
Yeah. Well,
bluegrass.
I'm not undermining his
He
talent.
did. I know you're not. I know
Yeah.
I'm just doing my time. And then he did all the things, but I'm saying the point is saying, like, someone that open enough and that free, they're open to bring in anything. Some people are open to bring in these certain deities and spirits into your home, into your spirit psyche. So to see that, it's like, okay, cool. But I know who Kiss is too, and there's a lot of Kiss fans. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of Kiss fans, and that's, you know, to have your face painted like that. That could be regular stuff. I don't even know.
His son is
Right, they in a different world. They in a different world. He has to
you
play
know,
with. He had to play those
CeeLo.
games. CeeLo got to play those games.
Yeah,
I didn't know that though, but yeah, they in a different world with different gods, different deities.
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, see, yeah, there you found it. You found the ritual. You're just fine. Yeah, there it is. There it is. The
Jay,
threads that bind. The threads that bind.
so Jay, question. And first of all, y'all, I love CeeLo Green.
Me
Bro,
too.
this Goody Mob, bro.
Yeah.
He changed my life. And I
Yeah.
said this from the inception. I had said this from the inception, bro. I had said he is going to be a solo superstar. I said this when the group first came out, before they was even blew up, bro. So, but I'm not gonna lie. I personally think he's definitely been compromised. Jay, you think he's been compromised? Yes or no?
I can't necessarily say he's been compromised because I
Okay.
think it's all of
Okay, go ahead.
I
Now go
think
ahead.
it's all of his own doing. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like stuff like here's the only problem to me
Well,
personally, right?
I don't think nobody is raping him. It's definitely on doing.
No, I think that the problem is interpreting art, right? And it could be a situation
Yeah.
where he's in a certain sector. It could not be. You know what I'm saying? Art, the interpretation of how somebody expresses it. Like me personally, I don't necessarily, you know, it's like, all right, you're in the wedding dress. That's interesting, but I don't necessarily know the basis for it. If he, as a man, if he's okay being seen in that thing, like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, because like my whole view on that stuff is like, one, it don't affect me. Two, he got to deal with that, and the way he does things isn't like a representation of me or men of
Gotcha.
my color and things like that. I personally feel. Also, him being an artist and the type of artist he is, it's like, you know what I'm saying? CeeLo Green, one of my favorite artists. You know what I'm saying? To this day.
Can I respond to that?
Yeah.
I agree with you, right? Art is subjective, right? But I'm an artist, and there's a small percentage of my art that reflects other people, but that percentage is small because it's just simply me speaking from third person. But majority of my art is a reflection of who I actually am and how I actually feel.
Yeah.
So when a man who's an artist wears a dress, he's conveying to me how he really feel, brother.
As far as his sexuality, you mean?
I'm gonna say it again. He's conveying to me how he feels, because what I'm saying is this. What I don't like when what I don't like is when artists get justified by the art label, right? You see what I'm saying? Because here's my thing, right? I cannot compromise who I am for the sake of art. And I don't, and the reason I don't, to me, for me, not, I don't have to is because I am a work of art. Who I am, my personality, my attitude, my charisma, my character. That is, it's a work of art in itself. If I have to, if I, in my mind, as an artist, if I wear a dress or do all these certain things and act these certain ways, then that is a part of who I am. So here's the thing, here's what I don't like about musicians, right? We love to pick and choose when we want to separate the artist from the person. I hate that. We love to pick and choose, and we always pick and choose when it fits us. And I'm like, it's just like rappers, right? Oh, I'll kill you. I'm a gangster. I'm really about that. But then when they go to court, man, that just entertain me, huh? Man, chill out, man. That's entertainment. Man, you infringing on my First Amendment, man. My freedom of speech, man. But guess what? What you say can and will be used in the court of law if there's evidence that you actually did what you say you did. That's all I'm saying. So for me, it's hard for me to separate the art from the person conveying the art, because I'm an artist, and everything of my artistry that I ever conveyed, it was a reflection of how I feel in some way. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, but you going the way of shooting somebody and somebody wearing a dress.
Yeah, but it's the same. But it's the same
It's the
thing,
same
though.
destruction.
It's the same destruction.
That's
It's the same. It's the same thing, though. You
that's
don't
two
say
different
you
aspects
are.
too, though.
Don't say you are something and this is what you represent. But then when you in defense, oh no, that's just art. But then any other time, I am the art.
All right, well, I'm gonna say this. It was all right when he was just rapping about living in the projects, everything. When CeeLo Green turned into his new name or whatever, it was all
Gnarls
right for him
Barkley.
to change, but the person he changed into was becoming that entertainer.
I didn't say it was okay.
Huh?
I didn't say it was okay. I think your statement further proves my point. Your art is a representation of who you really are.
Actually,
So,
that's why I was like, he turned
yeah.
into a different artist. That's why I'm saying I was about to get into the stuff with his son and everything.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying is, bro, your artistry is majorly a conveyance of who you are and how you actually feel. So if you feel like you want to wear a dress, that's telling me something.
Well, let me push back on just a little bit, right? So the art thing, right? So like, say, I get what you're saying, right? CeeLo, when he was with Goody Mob, boom, that's where he listened into that. Then Gnarls Barkley, but as an artist, you are able to do art from different perspectives. If I want to sit up here and say, hey, I want to write a song about, how I feel about, or my thoughts on somebody being a mother, or not me, but if somebody does that, you can't put yourself in that space to just be artistic. That's the whole part of art, is to be expressive. Now, some people want to be 100% themselves at all times, represent themselves 100%. But other people sometimes just want to say, hey, I'm going to put myself in this space to see if I can be creative enough to do this. Does that correlate to wearing a dress? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily, I'm not saying that I it's not even, it doesn't matter if I agree with it or condone it, but as an artist, part of being an artist is going outside the boundaries of things sometimes. That's why artists get super high back in the 70s, 80s, because they need to see things from a different area. You know what I'm saying? And it's on us as an audience to interpret what we do. But at the same time, they have that freedom as an artist to try to explore those. A man wearing a dress, yeah, it could be kind of, but that don't necessarily 100% mean that.
And you're right, and I will give you that credit. But let me use this for example. So I'm gonna ask everybody one by one. Okay, so Jay, let's say you're an actor, and they want you to play $1 million role. They're gonna give you $1 million for the role. You ain't never had $1 million in your life, but you got to play a role of a gay man and you got to kiss a man. Is you going to do it for the sake of the art?
Nah, like
I rest my case.
Well, no, but see, but here's the thing though. That's here. Okay, here's a perfect example. Denzel Washington didn't do that, and there was some movie, right? I understand that, but at the same time, if a dude if he's comfortable doing it, all right, I guess I won't do it because I can never see myself kissing a man or nothing like that. You did, but at the same time, I may do things in my life that another person may not be comfortable with. That's just normal everyday stuff. You did, so it's
Agreed.
like that's the thing.
Agreed.
But I get what you I feel what you're saying. Though, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I mean.
Okay.
But obviously, CeeLo cool with wearing a wedding dress. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, he go home to his wife, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he's married or whatever, but at
I've
the end
never
of the day,
seen
when he
him with a
goes
woman.
home, that's what matters to him. You
I've
know what I'm
never
saying?
seen CeeLo with a woman. I've never seen CeeLo
I
with a
have.
woman. I've never seen Arsenio Hall with a woman. I've never seen Shannon Sharp with a woman. That I question that.
Let me ask you a question though, like real talk. But why does it matter?
It doesn't matter, but it matters for the sake of the conversation.
Gotcha. But also, one last point I want to make. We currently live in a society where attention is the new currency.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So
And
a
men
person like
shouldn't be
CeeLo,
participating in it.
huh?
Men shouldn't be participating in it. That's a feminine goal.
What
Yeah,
attention?
men attention comes to men through success and hard work and the whatever
The process of it.
role, yeah, the process of it. It's not something that we seek or control. It just comes with it. Elon Musk. He's Elon Musk, and so it comes with it. It's just President Trump. It just comes with the role. You know what I mean?
Look, we tap dancing around it. I'm not gonna tap dance around any of this. What I'm seeing, and I didn't mean to cut you off, Reese, but I'm listening. And the tap dance for me is that because I'm a creator too, I've been in music too. I seek attention as well too, all of those things. But at the same time, like we're not even talking on the visual aspects of it in a sense of like, okay, I'm a black director, I'm a black producer. I used to be a black rock singer on the stage. You know what I'm saying? A performer that most things you don't see that. You see a black R&B or you see a rapper because they always thought that my group was rappers, but we did rock music and we killed that shit. And so, but the point what I'm trying to say is like, you know, we've only been in this like moment of like grace with artistry and being celebrity type of thing and like for like, you know, maybe I'd say 30-40 strong years where we're the dominant because of hip hop and stuff like that. And then that hip hop filters over into acting in movies as well too. You know what I'm saying? But we haven't been here. We haven't had enough examples because the thing is, it's like, why is it that we always have to see a black male in a dress? Why do we always have to see a black male is the gay or feminine character on the series? Why is it always that? Not that it's pointed out. Not that it's not shouldn't be there. Like we don't know there's gay black people in the world, or there's trans or whatever, or cross-dressing RuPaul black people in the world. It's not saying that. It's more so saying there seems to be a concentration of the imagery in the arts. It seems like there's a concentration of it to where like because they already know, we know from the 70s, 80s, and 90s that we're trying to build up our black males, our black family, our, you know, kids to have an understanding of who they are and what they are. And yeah,
it's not just in one though. Everybody been doing it. We just do it more than everybody else. Miss Doubtfire came out before Big Mama's House.
I know that. I know. That's my point. My point is that I just said it seems to be concentrated with us. Like why?
Yeah, no joke, bro. That's what I say.
So
man,
when we see the imagery of people that come out with the idea like CeeLo Green, I gotta say I would understand and probably think that if he's queer or he's weird or whatever it is, I think he's been that the entire time. I think the part that we fell in love with is the pretending, is him getting in the game. He's with a group, he's with a bunch of guys, he's doing what he's doing. He's from the South, and I believe he has a very eclectic mind because, you know, there's a lot of us that have very eclectic minds, and you have to blossom little layers before you can get to that actual flower you want to be. And that flower that he wanted to be, he wanted to wear a dress. So I agree that he's actually portraying who he is through his music, through his fashion, through his proudness of his son and how he's doing that. And his son is, I guess you said, is gay or whatever. He's proud of that, and I feel like he's being authentic himself. So I don't think the problem is that we're trying to say that you got to be mad at that if we're pointing it out.
Yeah, let me just
We're just pointing out the fact that it's
real.
It is real. It is a thing. It is something. Like we don't want to have a drug dealer's example either. We don't want to have a gangster's example either. We don't want to have a woman that has to get, you know, fucked in the ass by Billy Bob Thornton as an example for an Oscar either. But that's what we're harping on and talking about. It's kind of in that same book, in that same chapter.
Yeah,
you know,
because like for example, like you know, I was talking to King because I know King, the reason why I ended up watching the movie, right? Because he was asking me about the Tiana Taylor thing when she won the Golden Globes, and so I was like, I was bored. I'm at the hospital, and I was like, you know, I'm looking for a movie to watch. I said, let me see what King talking about, like, because I wasn't understanding what was going on, but I had to see the movie. So I put on the movie, right, and I ended up watching the movie, but the first 20 minutes was pretty disgusting. Yeah. Not from an attraction point, but from a disgusted with Hollywood point, right? Because I was like, oh my God, this is so typical. And then plus I've already been pre-wired with the fact that King told me she won an award for her role. So this what was mind blowing. I continued to watch it, right? Now, the movie was badass.
Yeah, the movie tough.
I could watch that movie twice.
Regina Hall got robbed.
Times, right? But here's what blew my mind, and this is what really, to me, was rubbing it in the face. Like, this is when you rub something in the face, say, yeah, look how easy we do this. Look how easily we make you bow down. Guess what? She was only in like 30 minutes of the movie. So how you get a Golden Globe for a role when you was only in like 30 minutes of the whole movie? But
30 minutes.
30 minutes. No.
Mahershala Ali got an Oscar for his role in
And what
Moonlight.
for? And what for? What was he doing? And what for? What was his character in it?
He was a father figure.
And what was he dealing with?
I get what you're saying.
Thank you.
But he did great in his role, though. He's only in the
He's an amazing actor.
Okay,
so is Tiana Taylor. Amazing actor.
But that isn't the norm.
That's not the point.
That's not the norm. Most people who win these big roles for these movies are in the whole movie most of the time.
When I watched the movie, I said that same thing. I said, I think Regina Hall got robbed. I think Sean Penn gets getting robbed.
But he's
the only one that deserved it to me in that movie.
But here's the thing, the first 30 minutes of the movie that this black woman finally won an award for, she was a slut the whole 30 minutes.
She was a domestic terrorist. She basically was raped because you can't be having sex with a fucking convict. So let's put that out there. That's a statutory type of rape or something. She was consensual, but she had sex with the police guy.
What movie y'all talking about?
How's that make it great? I'm confused. How's that make it great?
It makes it great because he's an authority figure.
Yeah.
She is not in her right mind to make a consensual decision to do that.
In the military, that's
but she was the authoritator between the two. As far as
that's what we got a chance to saw because the cameras was in there.
Okay,
that's what we. But I'm saying if she wanted to pull a case, he would go down. We would look at it like
if it was an Asian woman, would we be having the same mindset? Because I thought the whole point to a lot of this stuff is
she wouldn't have got a Golden Globe.
But if it was a white woman or an Asian woman, we wouldn't have probably thought twice about it.
She wouldn't have won
Asian
the
woman.
Golden Glove for it.
Yeah, she wouldn't got to go. An Asian woman
That's
wouldn't have pulled the scene. That's what they're struggling for on TV right now, trying to find a Asian leading male. They can't get nobody to watch the shit.
Right.
And
I'm just
then-
saying, like, but in those, I'm saying outside of, if say it happened, would we even think twice about it? You know what I'm saying? Like, the thing is, and I don't think she deserved
because the only
award.
reason we're thinking twice about it is because that's our people. I'm not worried about what an Asian is doing.
Yeah.
So the thing is, she's getting the
Asian man
opportunity.
Yeah,
She's getting the opportunity in this world where, and I'm not gonna get all deep into nothing, but we're trying to do this like, or not we, but people are saying, you know, race is, you know, it's not real and all sorts of stuff. So she did this role. Her race shouldn't necessarily play a role.
We're talking about what we're saying. We're just pointing out that this is the way the people who vote on the Oscars and Grammys that typically be the others, Caucasian, small hats, whatever. Those people tend to give us awards because of the psychosis of what they see, how they see us, what they see as comfortable for us. That's what it is. It's not about that Tiana Taylor didn't pick the right role, because for one, that's what my next episode is going to be about, the package. She's part of the package. She sees it's a good script. There's a fucking badass director behind it, and there's badass lead actors throughout it. Benicio del Toro, Sean Penn, just that list of Regina Hall. You would be a fool to turn that down. So no one is downing Tiana Taylor.
And Damon, Ben
Affleck. No one's turning down that she picked the right thing. It's just more so like we're pointing out the Academy, the Society of Industry of Film. They only can see us as like for example, Malcolm X, Denzel Washington, and from Delroy Lindo. They both should have got an Oscar nomination for X. They're seen in there when he was putting his leg and he did the whole arm thing. That right there, that I still cry when I watch that scene. Glory, he got a nod because he got whipped and he let a tear roll down. He got a nod because of that. He allowed that tear to come down. Because that's how they see us. That's how they see us. They're okay with us that way. They don't see us as Hamlet and winning when Denzel Washington killed Macbeth. Yes. He killed that.
Think about this, man. Think about this.
Listen to Viola. Go read Viola Davis' book.
When you reward, when it seems that you only reward us for being the worst of characters, that says a lot.
So we as producers and filmmakers and writers are judging our people when we're still doing like black exploitation or trauma porn type of movies that we see countless being put up on Tubi and things that come out like that, and people taking like 9 or 10 days to make these movies. When we're saying that, we're not saying that those aren't necessary. Those are necessary. But at the same time, we need to still be conscious enough to be able to raise people enough to be able to really write a real story. Because just like, for example, like a certain story that was made here in Houston that Netflix, Tubi made them take it down. I'm not going to say who it is, but the Tubi made them take it down because Houston, the city of Houston, called and said, this is a bad representation of this city. And the movie is a bad representation of anything. So it's like, damn, that movie couldn't make it. It's because they couldn't see how to write the story, how they wrote the story Monster about that prostitute that was a serial killer that was killing those men. And they wrote that, and Charlie Theron played that movie. That was wrote very well as a story to know what's going on. The story that was wrote here for this Houston stuff, there was the same type of stuff going on. It got taken down because it was just trauma porn. It was scaring the shit out of people. It made it a bad look. So we as a people have to police that.
Yeah. So let's play another clip and we're going to keep the conversation going. Y'all mute your mics.
on for the rest of my life. Listen, I want to remind everyone that we are all we got, and we know who I'm referring to. So please give yourself some grace and extend your kindness to your neighbor who needs it, okay? With that being said, to the Recording Academy, thank you for the Grammy. To my parents, thank you for loving and supporting me in ways that will last me 10,000 lifetimes. Behind the Access, D-Sing Rap, The Nucleus, Emerald Media, Create Music Group, my team, my village, my cousins, the visionaries who believed in me enough to help guide me forward. Okay, never straight.
Guide him forward. Never straight.
It's our people always let everybody know.
He is. He is. Okay.
Who is that?
Oh, I just said home.
Oh, okay.
Can y'all hear them sounds? Y'all can't hear them sounds. Okay, so we adding layers to this, man. We going through the Grammys. So seeing this, I've noticed the Grammys been pushing that agenda heavy to the last decade as well. What are y'all thoughts on the Grammy Awards? Because what I've noticed is that for so long we've been getting snubbed, and we've always been at the bottom of the list. There hasn't been a year that the Grammys existed to where more black artists won an award than not. Okay, so let me ask you this. I'm gonna start off with Jay. Jay, you in the industry. You up for nomination. Do you go?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you feel differently if you got cheated out of an award, as opposed to if you won an award?
I mean, if I got honestly cheated, yeah, I'd feel away. You know what I'm saying? But if I just lost, I just lost. You know what I'm saying? But if it was like a blatant cheat type situation, then I think anybody feel away if they got cheated. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Okay, so Steve, same question, but the only difference is that you've constantly seen artists get robbed, right? Would you, if you won, would you celebrate? Would the level of celebration be the same, knowing that most of us get cheated out of it?
Yeah, I am, but I'm gonna make sure that I let all of them that was cheated in the past know that this for them as well.
Okay.
For all the years that we've been out here making quality work and being looking past, this for y'all as well. And I will call them out by name.
Okay, so King, I'm gonna ask you the same question, but the only thing I'm gonna add to it is this: many artists have done that. Nothing's changed. We still get snubbed. Then what? Does that matter? Do you feel empowered by that? Because the proof shows that we've had artists boycotted. We've watched Jay-Z boycott the award and then still come back 2 years later. I'm just being honest, y'all. This is not me. This is just facts. When does it end?
You asking me?
I'm just opening the floor to conversation.
Yeah.
Just when does it end? Like, when does it end? Like,
I'm gonna go. I mean, because for me, it's business and marketing. Shit, I'm gonna go in business and marketing. That's about it. But I'm not running up to the stage. I'm not crying like that. I'm not going all like, thanking the Golden Globes or Academies for this and nothing like that. I'm just gonna be like, thank God and thank people who helped me get to this point and my fans, and I'm out. Thank
Gotcha.
you.
Yeah.
Of course you're gonna get those feelings because that you grew up with this. We grew up with this marketing of what this show is, so it's not like you wouldn't want to feel proud in some kind of way, but at the same time, it's like, it's you don't have to go. I don't think it would ruin you or nothing like that. I think going is like, maybe it is some marketing ideas or maybe put my face out there a little bit more because getting recognized by some, big entity type of thing. But yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's no wrong answer. I think it's just about the approach. Because I guess we 4 for 4 because I would go too. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes it ain't what you do, it's how you do it. I'm not running to no stage for that award. I'm not finna be jumping up and down like some clown who just got a free weekend pass. I think that's when it gets kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, to me, that's when selfishness shows that it's, to me, it's the house nigga syndrome, right? Like, ooh, look, I ain't in the heat, instead of just being humble about being in the house, right? You know what I'm saying? I would definitely go. I would accept the award. And then I'm gonna say another thing. I would also be respectful. I'm not an act in other people's house, right? You know what I'm saying? So I think that there's always
I think that boy was kind of touched though.
yeah, oh yeah, we know what he is. Yeah.
He had like a little ruffle roll on his sleeve.
No. Yeah, he go that way. Yeah, he go that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but like I was saying, I just will be more mindful of the platform I choose to speak on inequalities. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. If I get invited to the house, I'm not acting people's house. You know what I'm saying? I personally don't. I can't stand when people go win the award and do all this. So to me, that's weird because I'm like, you're not getting anything accomplished by doing it. I just don't think so, bro. Like, what are you doing? Right? Like this is my thing. If you're going to go win the award and complain about the people that you know were snubbed, then why go? It makes no sense. Why go? Why go? Right?
Well, I mean, I can see going and saying it could being a contest grandstand, that type of thing. But I mean, after we done seen it for 20 years, now it's kind of like, why grandstand? Just get the award and go about your way, say thank you, and go on.
Yeah, get it. It's a hustle. Get it. I'm a J. Cole. I'm a J. Cole. You ain't seen J. Cole at none of this.
I'm like Michael Jackson. Hey, I'm away on location. I'm gonna accept somebody else gonna accept the award on my behalf.
Straight up, dog. Hey, Michael Jackson was hardly at any of them awards. Only ones he was there were the ones he performed at.
Mm-hmm. And he knew he was walking away with 12.
Yeah, so like I said, again, I would have went. So I agree with all y'all. I would have went. I just probably would handle it, just I would go about it differently. I don't, it's more than one way to skin a cat. But yeah, so and I was saying it just to show you, like, I wouldn't go there rah and then, but I wouldn't go there all happy go lucky. I was like, let me get this shit and get out of here.
He had a little sugar in his tank, so you gotta give it to him. That's how they
more than a little.
Ooh,
got a pound of sugar. He said, wasn't a little. I'll try to be kosher a little bit.
Yeah, man. All right, so we're gonna keep it going. Let me see what else we got. We got a few more. Let's see. Give me a second, y'all. Boom, boom. Where is it?
What'd you say?
Make sure they like and subscribe.
Yeah.
We're gonna say just say yeah. I can't hear you now.
You already said it. Yeah. How do you know you want to say it?
Hold on, man. That was funny.
When we got that clearance, I promise you, we damn near all dropped a tear because we know how much him and Cheryl Lynn poured into that record. And being able to put our vocals of it, it proves that we were somewhat worthy to be just as them individuals. And they granted us that. You know, they said no cursing though. Can't curse on it. Luther.
So again, I want to add another layer to it, right? So they say now Kendrick Lamar, I think he's the rapper with the most Grammys now. He won 5 more, right? And even though I think I'm a fan and I think he's very talented, I definitely think there's been some. I think he's unfortunately is partially a pawn to the industry, right? You know, because they got to give it to somebody, right? They got to have some kind of representative, and it's not to say he didn't earn his spot. He did. I'm a fan, but the fact of the matter is that he has the most Grammys. Then you got Jay-Z, but Tupac ain't got one. That's a disrespectful tragedy, bro. Can't nobody argue with me or tell me otherwise that this stuff is not just it's totally rigged, dog. DMX don't got none. This man had 2 #1 albums in 1 year. Nobody's done that but Michael Jackson. And this one CDs was selling physical.
Bro. Jay-Z is rated as the #1 rapper ever. You know shit.
Man, tell me about it.
That witch, you got to get with that witch. You got to get that spirit cooking going. I'm telling you. Can't just be out here trying to rap.
Well,
man,
they wasn't ready for Pac, bro. They barely ready for Kendrick. Like you say, he a pawn right now.
They barely ready. He got 20-some awards. They are more than ready.
They're playing the game.
They ready. They ready to play the game. That's crazy. Pac don't got one.
I didn't know that.
Pac don't got one record. DMX don't got one record. No, I mean 1 Grammy. And these boys broke records. Do you know DMX is the first rapper to sell out a whole country? He sold out a country. 100,000 people. They got it on video.
But that doesn't tie to him getting the Grammy though.
No, I'm just screaming exactly. I'm just saying the effect that he had. What I'm saying is, in other words, like, like it's not like you talking about artists who didn't just come with the talent; they came with the influence, they came with the effect, right? You know, they had the full package. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's crazy. You know, the ladies liked it. Like, I mean, they came with full package. And they only got 1 Grammy. So yeah, that's why I say, man, I wouldn't, if I won, I'd go, but I wouldn't be out happy. Go, look, I get in and get out. They'll be like, he's not thankful. And then you know what they're gonna say after leave? We're not giving him no more Grammys. He's rude.
Pac one. I can see the DMX one, but I don't understand the Pac one. I can see the DMX.
What?
Which album would you give Pac a Grammy for?
Pac, either Tupacalypse or the double CD one, the double album one. That one was live as hell. The reason why I said DMX is because not because of talent or like that, like he shouldn't deserve it. I think he does deserve it. I'm saying I think he had to come up in the whole like the Jay-Z Nelly era and stuff.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
He kind of
but Jay-Z wasn't even the top 20 artist during that time. So that still doesn't matter. He was not the top 20 artist. Man, we're talking about Nelly, Chingy, T.I. I can go on and on. Man, it was banging.
Oh, that's because the South was taking over. That was the South taking over then. That's what the reason was then.
That's all I'm just saying. Like
that's
he
wasn't
even.
Yeah,
well,
hey, I ain't gonna be mad at that. I ain't
mad
that the South took over. I can't be mad at that.
T.I. was semi when the blueprint dropped. T.I. wasn't T.I. yet.
Yeah, but look, when the blueprint dropped, then nobody know him still. People in the South didn't even know nothing. We ain't listening to no. We was still hanging.
I'm gonna give you this.
What?
I was in Atlanta
when the blueprint came out. You're saying they didn't know who
year,
Jay-Z
Morris
was?
Brown.
I was in Dallas.
Car riding by that
I was in Dallas.
The blueprint.
I was in Dallas.
Nobody in Houston listening to no blueprint. I was living in Atlanta.
Oh, that's but
we
that's
live in
Houston,
a
though.
stuck city, bro.
That's Houston.
Listen.
We lived in Dallas.
I was rapping like.
So you ain't know about Hard Knock Life,
bro?
That came out before that.
We said the blueprint, bro. Wasn't nobody listening to the blueprint outside of the East Coast.
So you weren't listening to Big Pimpin' with GK on there? That's on
North
the blueprint.
North Texas, we were big bumping that.
I'm saying Houston, UGK on Big Pimpin'.
See, this is how you're not paying attention.
Okay.
Blueprint came out before all that came out. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Blueprint.
Before what came out?
Blueprint.
No, that song was on the blueprint. Big Pimpin' was on Blueprint.
Oh no! My bad. I'm thinking Reasonable Doubt. That's the real.
Oh, okay, Reasonable Doubt. Okay,
my bad. That's my bad. Yeah, I was gonna say Reasonable Doubt. I'm like, ain't nobody.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I know nobody in South was listening to Reasonable Doubt. I agree with that one. But Blueprint, we was bumping Blueprint.
Yeah.
I was about to say I was in Morris
But
Brown.
you know what X and Jay-Z and all them really had to deal with? They came up with Nelly, but M was out, and that's what kind of circumvented all that because he was the one getting the rap albums of the year, which kind of lends to the point that y'all was making in general. You know what I mean? Like M's albums weren't that fire, but he had some fire albums, but there were other albums from other artists that superseded those that didn't get that recognition.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Jay-Z really didn't start. Man, streaming helped. Streaming and Tupac down helped Jay-Z, bro.
Yeah. Tupac, streaming because Hard Knock Life took Jay-Z to another level.
Big Pun, yeah.
Yeah.
Big Pun would have killed that shit.
Fat Joe wouldn't even have a damn career. Pun ain't died.
Yeah, Joe wouldn't even be existing.
All right.
Because I would have been bumping Cuban links. If
it had not been for the Lord, I wouldn't have had another.
Oh,
I got Raw Digger. I've been bumping Raw Digger and
I got you. All right, man. So we're gonna go and slide now. The subject finna kind of take a little twist, but we're gonna go into it. Mute your mics. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Also, we need you to help us get to 1K subscribers. We need to get to 1,000 subscribers. So please make sure you click the subscribe button in the comments. Appreciate you.
Platforms should be utilized.
You want me to be honest?
Be real.
That's all you can be.
This is what I do.
What you do?
Best advice.
What's the best advice?
I mind the business that pays me. I get up in the morning, I pray, and I work.
I don't give a fuck who don't like me. Like when they talk to Black Lives Matter, I say, man, I don't really care for niggas like that. I don't care to be around them. Because there's always some bullshit. But I'm going to go back to the black community. Hey, good luck. Good luck. Why you ain't done now? Because you don't want that kind of pressure that's going to get applied.
Hey, man, that good dang boy, that dang old boy, that dang Kevin Gates. You don't know what's gonna come out of Kevin Gates' mouth. So, with that being said, the Grammys was definitely used by quite a bit of artists. They use the platform as political leverage for whatever their beliefs is, whatever their religion, whatever their political affiliation is, or sidings, right? So we're gonna start with this clip. Basically, they asked him a question about what do he feel about the ICE protests and then the illegal immigrants getting some back or whatnot. And so he said, "Hey, I'm on the business that pays." You know. So with that being said, we're gonna start off with King. King. So what's your thoughts on that question and answer?
Him saying the question about how he feels about ICE and stuff?
No, how he feel. How do you feel about the question and the answer that he gave? Do you agree or do you disagree? He say he mind the business that pays him. He said that had nothing to do with him. So do you agree or disagree with Kevin Gates?
I guess so. Yeah, I think. I don't know.
You ain't sure? You don't know?
Oh my God! My business.
You ain't hear me? You want me to say it again?
No, because I feel like that's just my business. That's what I was saying. I'm minding my business. I feel like that's just my business.
Okay, I'm confused. I mean, do you agree or not? He said it's not his business, so do you? I'm just trying to get understanding. I don't know if you agree or not.
I do not agree with that nigga.
Okay. All right. Explain why.
Because that's my business. I want to know what's going on with that ICE shit. That's my business. Hell yeah. I want to know what's up.
Nah, I don't think he meant it in that way. I think he meant it in like that don't got nothing to do with me. Like that's them. That's not.
Oh. Well, yeah. Yeah, nah. Yeah, that's not. Yeah, I get it. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. I get it. Yeah.
You getting tired, boy?
Nah. Just like, just like I don't really ascribe because I don't really ascribe to people like I don't ascribe to nihilists. It shit turns me off. So that's why
I'm just asking to answer the question. That's all.
Nigga, I'm just explaining what the hell the answer is. Where the root of the answer come from.
I ain't asked about who you subscribe to. I asked you to answer the question.
And I'm answering your question. I'm giving you explanation. You said explain. You said explain it. So I'm giving you explanation.
Okay.
I don't agree with nihilist views.
Okay, then cool. I don't know what that means, but we're gonna go to Steve.
It means that I don't agree with people who just like, it's whatever, it is what it is, it doesn't matter, it's none of my business. I don't agree with that. That's what
gotcha. Okay, see, thank you for educating me. Now I understand.
Yeah, I got the same take as Kevin Gates. So I really mind my own business. I don't get in nobody else's. But when it comes to actual black folks, I'm not gonna have that kind of one-sided look at how the world is and how America treat our people and things like that. But when it comes to immigrants, just like that first clip you put up with that black guy saying this country was built off our sweat and blood and everything else, that's how I feel. And America is wrong for trying to do all this stuff that they doing to the people who helped build this country.
Jay, do you agree or disagree with Kevin Gates' response?
I mean, For the most part, I disagree. The thing is, like, Kevin Gates always comes at things with a very myopic view of stuff, anyways. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna pay attention till it comes to his front door, no matter what it is. You know, so while I don't agree with him, I understand his view because it don't matter to him. He don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? I wish he did because he has the voice and he has the platform that he can use for even outside of that for better things in general. But he do what he do. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Yeah. So Jay, let me ask you this. That's interesting you say that, right? So if I'm a public figure, are you saying I should insert myself into every problem with society and choose a side, or can I not stay out of it?
No, you definitely. I mean, you definitely can stay out of it. You know what I'm saying? And he has that right. You know what I mean? Like, I don't frown upon a person for inserting themselves or not. But if the issue ends up arising where it comes to his doorstep and he speaks on it with could, then if you're looking for other people to assist you at that point in time, don't get mad if they don't. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't affecting you the same way, them the same way it's affecting you now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So let me ask you this, dude. Do you think that this ICE situation, do you think it's coming to your doorstep? Do you think it's on your doorstep?
In a way, you know what I'm saying? And only reason why, I mean, and as you guys know, I'm from Minnesota, you know what I'm saying? But it's all over the country, right? You know what I mean? My goddaughter's in Minnesota protesting and all this other stuff. And like, I think that it's at the doorstep because these things will carry on in different ways. The way now may be implemented later and later. You know what I'm saying? Because when certain things get put in place, they don't go away. They just grow outside of those boundaries, depending on who's in power. You know what I'm saying? Not talking about anything current. You know, my worry is that it can go over off into other things. And, you know, you got so I personally feel that it may not be direct at my doorstep, but I have my views on it and I speak on it, you know what I'm saying? But in a way it is, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, because it affects me a little bit because it's from home. So,
and you know, and that's a good answer. That's definitely fair, right? So what I'm gonna do is because I totally agree with what you said. I totally agree, but I'm gonna push the narrative a little bit. So, would you protest for or against it?
Oh, me, I would protest for the way that they're handling it currently. I would protest against it.
Okay,
but
and that's fair enough.
The properties around it. Yeah.
So you're saying you wouldn't protest ICE doing what they're doing? You would protest how they're doing it.
Yes.
That's real. I can respect that. Yeah, that's real. Okay.
I mean, the thing is, the stuff. It's more or less, to me, it's more the procedures and stuff that they're and how they're going about it versus what the principle for why they're doing it. I understand the principle. So yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. So hold on, King Steve. Answer that same question. And being
I've never seen a successful protest in my life.
What? Are you serious? You gotta be kidding me, bro. I totally agree with that. It's historical data proving that wrong.
Hey, that's how you feel about it. When people
not a
lives
feeling,
have been
that's a
lost
fact.
for it, I don't feel like it was successful.
It's not a feeling, that's a fact, sir.
All right, well, I'm just saying, I'm giving you my opinion on it, though.
Okay, I'm just giving you a fact.
That's how I feel, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Yeah. I'm not protesting for nothing, putting my life and stuff on the line for none of it.
Okay, King, yo, go answer that. What's your thoughts on that? Would you protest for or against it?
Protest for against ICE?
Yeah.
I wouldn't protest against ICE.
Gotcha. Fair enough.
But I just wanted to push back a little bit too, because I feel like you're just hanging in the air on the protest, how ICE is doing their job, how ICE is doing. You would protest how ICE is doing it. And I feel like it's being told in a sense of like there's some complete destruction that's just coming in from ICE. And then when I hear that,
who said that? Because nobody on the panel insinuated that.
You said it was fair. You
No,
agree?
I was saying it's fair to protest.
You don't agree that that's what I'm saying. I'm saying I know you agree and saying I agree that protesting should be allowed too.
Yeah.
I think you should be able to protest whatever you want to protest.
Exactly.
Peacefully, whatever, this and that. But what I'm talking about is the context of what you two guys are just talking about just now with the protests. You said you would protest how ICE is doing its job, not protest what the job ICE is doing, but how they're doing it. So I'm talking about how they're doing it. I'm talking about the part that we're leaving out of how they're doing it.
So you don't agree with his sentiments of protesting on how they're doing it. So you want to have a conversation about how they're doing it. If that's so, just say it, fool, so we can do
it. I agree on that.
No. I'm adding to the conversation more balance. I'm adding the balance in the conversation. I'm not saying I want to talk about something totally different. I'm saying
I'm just saying that's to me that's going to be another part of the conversation.
The balance is that the reason
that's
why
not a balance.
Huh?
That's not a balance. You're just using that word. That's an extra layer to the conversation, which we can conversate about.
So
how are you balancing it? We ain't nothing unbalanced.
Right. So, anyways, the balance of it is to put in the real conversation of this, what y'all are saying, because you guys are saying that side. I get it.
No, you want to make a complicated explanation of just saying you disagree with him saying how they're doing their job. Oh,
I already said that. I already said that in the sentence. I already said, so I'm on another sentence now.
Go. I'm looking at me like that.
So the sentence that I was on, the balance, let me say it again. The sentence that I was on, the balance of it is saying, like, really putting there why ICE is doing their job that way. And it makes me understand, like, no one understands, like, how federal or military or organizations work. They have a specific job that they're to do. These guys aren't peace officers or law enforcement that they should have from the state and the city to protect them while they're doing their job to do ICE, that we all on this panel agree that we want ICE to do their job, but we don't like how they're doing it. The reason why we're seeing how they're doing it is because these are tactical people, and that's what they deal with is tactical things. So it's the training. Yeah,
what
there's a general
changed in this country came for them to get how they are though now. For them to get this aggressive and to be on people like they are.
We've been saying this since 2014, but nobody wanted to listen. Nobody wanted to listen to how aggressive they were. No one wanted to listen how many tanks they were buying and turning them into SWAT machines. Nobody wanted to listen then. So now
it was people listening. It was, you can't say nobody was listening because I was one of them. It was people listening.
Bro,
it was
we living in a third world country, damn near. You could be walking down the street and somebody just jump out of damn car and take you.
This whole operation has been turned.
You never heard of the Jump Out Boys here in Houston? The blue police cars?
That's you going to jail. You ain't finna get deported to somewhere you ain't never been.
They going to jail in their mind too, and they getting deported back to a prison that they don't want to be at as well either. And there's also was a voluntary, hey, you could send yourself back home during October, November, December, all of that. Now that they didn't do their part, that could have been a nicety. Now we have to look at it as like, oh, these tactical military people are being aggressive. And I do agree that I don't like it either, but it's like, do the help. You need to have the city. The city knows their people. The state knows the city police, and the state could talk to the federal officers and say, hey, we got the area secure. Go in and do what you got to do. You got 10 minutes. If you can't get it done in 10 minutes, you have to get out because we're the law enforcement telling you to get out. So then we as a people, we see our city doing what we need them to do. But right now, they can't do anything because the state and the city said, don't do nothing to help ICE. So we're not able to see how the help could be.
Okay,
right,
so
let me say something right quick.
Okay, go ahead.
So here's the thing. Couple things. I get what you're saying, King, right? As far as help from the city and the state. It don't help when the overseer of ICE says, hey, go in there regardless as to what A, B, and C, because there is no limitations that he holds in bounds whatsoever. you're in a
He had to
state.
go in there regardless. He had to go. He had to say that because the rhetoric was already built before he even got in the office. The rhetoric was already built.
Hold on. Here's the
Tim
thing.
Walz was running for vice
Let me
president.
ask you a
Remember?
question. Hold on. You
was
said,
running for vice
Okay, no, I
president,
got
saying what
you.
he was going to do. Remember?
Hold on. Okay, so you said this has been going on since 2014. All these deportations, and it has. Why is it so big now? Because
No. I said that the militarization of the police departments have been going on since 2014. That we've been screaming about.
Okay, but you do agree that Biden, Obama, and let's throw Bush in there, has deported more people than Trump in his first and his term now, correct?
Right.
Okay, so why during those time frames was it not so visual and thing? Because
the state and the city, because the state,
let
city,
him finish,
and the media.
King.
Let me get this out.
Let him finish. Let him finish, King. Let him land.
What I'm
let
saying
him land.
is there is a very clear objective on various things. The big thing is you got to understand, and now I'm not trying to go on the whole Trump thing, but he knows how to put on a show. He's trying to show forth. He even said that when he got into office, he was the one that he said he wanted to see more heads get cracked by the police. There's a reason that we're seeing this now, and it's less deportations, and there was more before, and we just weren't seeing it. And I'm not saying it's right on any spectrum, but it's the visualization, it's the sideshow that is being put on that now, as in the country, we can see it. We're like, hey, this may not be right. We're not saying that the reasons that they're doing it isn't right. We get it. It's illegal. We get it. There are people have done crimes that are here. Yes, they do need to go or go through the process. If they didn't, you got to go. But that's not the problem. It's the visualization from it. And we are seeing these things happen live in real time. When you see people die live in real time, different sectors of communities, it's not right. And that's just how I feel. Ain't nobody sitting there saying that ICE is, well, there are people saying, hey, ICE got to go. Whatever. It's the reasoning behind it.
Can I jump in here?
I personally am not cool because I'll tell you this one thing real quick, and I'm gonna be done. I would say like any of the four of us on here, I would hate to see any of us be in a situation to where we can actually get, for whatever reason, and then they do the job. Whether it's I'm walking across the street, if I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I just said that I would protest. I would hate to go to a protest and hey, Jay gone because he went over and he was talking too loud and he was being disruptive, talking about power. There's a big difference between prior and now, and the big part about it is the show from the showman that we're seeing.
Okay. I mean, I can't argue about Trump being a showman because we've seen him in the media since the 1980s. We've seen him in nonstop news media feeds since 2014, 2015, or whatever. I cannot deny any of that. But at the same time, I'm going to pick one of Rock's words that he usually uses. We can't pick and choose whenever we want someone to be in the limelight, because whenever it was, 2019, 2020, 2021, it seems like the Democrats were trying to make sure that Trump was in the news in some sort of negative light every single day. So now that he is going with his campaign thing that he ran on about the border and getting rid of the immigrants and things of that sort, and he's doing that, and of course he's gonna show that to the people that voted for that wanted that. As far as how cops or law enforcement are feeling more aggressive to crackheads because you may say Trump said that, I feel like that is a real thing, an effect to where people who are right-winged or that think that kind of racist kind of way or whatever, this and that, not to just group it right, because there's racists in Democrats that think that do get empowered and do get emboldened by who their leader, quote unquote, is, so to speak. But then it's like, is it mature or naivety for me to like put all of that blame basket to Trump in that kind of sense? In a sense of like saying, hey, we would like to have a commander in chief to come out and say, let's put priests on the whole land. But at the same time is you got to understand that is a human person that is actually having a human experience, that's seeing what other humans don't like him and don't want him in there. and now he's in the seat of power. And so, yeah, he's going to push the buttons and do what he needs to do. It's not saying that we're supposed to agree with it or whatever, this and that, but there's a 77 million people that do agree with it, that grow over it. And there's about another 20 million that's secretly rooting for it, that we're going to see in 2028 and 2032. We're going to see those people come into the forefront. Right now, they're quiet, but they're there. You know what I'm saying? And but the point is like, you know, like, I just would the peacefulness that happened with Obama, Bush, and all those guys is the fact that the apparatus was behind them. The apparatus system was behind them. The media wasn't sitting here saying negative things about Obama every fucking day. They weren't doing those. They weren't trying to find a story or something.
That's a damn lie. Can't stop it.
No, you know what I'm no. Y'all know no.
So pretty much Trump is the only president that's he's the president that's being picked on. The bully's being picked on.
He's the only president. Nope, he's not. Nope, he's not.
Man, they talk about Obama
I'm not
every
saying that
day.
he's the only president being picked on. I'm just saying that we can't sit here act like he hasn't been on. This is proof. It's facts.
Remember Birthergate? What's it called? Birthergate?
Facts. You could go to I think the site is called Ground News or Common Ground News, and they can show you the biases between it. That's why PBS got sued. That's why ABC got sued. These are real things that way they were leaning. That's what I'm talking about.
Man,
so don't make it seem like I'm trying to make Trump a fucking Trump a saint.
No, I didn't say
no,
that.
I'm not saying that.
You said what you said in the sense as if they didn't go in on Obama like they did Trump. That's not true. They went in on Obama.
So CNN was talking shit to Obama as they were riding with the crew, the ICE crew, while they were deported. They was talking shit about Obama.
Do you remember this stuff?
See the bias.
I'm not saying they weren't being racist, guys. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just the immigrant stuff, the ICE stuff. We talking just about ICE, right?
You turned it into something else. We were talking about ICE. You turned it into something else.
I didn't turn it into anything else. I said about Obama. Well, you said about Obama deporting.
Because Obama didn't turn it into a show, so we didn't see.
Why was it so calm? Why was it so calm when Obama and Bush and all of them were deporting? And I'm answering
because they didn't make a show of it. They acted like they were grown ass men.
They made a whole documentary. They had a whole documentary.
We didn't see people getting killed on the street. We didn't see all of this stuff.
Because there was nobody riling. Because there was nobody riling up the people and making them putting a battery in their back.
Do you know how much Obama was hated just off the simple fact?
I didn't say that. You keep conflating and going to Obama. I didn't say Obama wasn't hated.
You just said Obama.
I didn't say Obama wasn't hated. You keep conflating the different things why he was hated. I know he was hated because he was a nigga in office. I know that. I ain't say that. You're conflating it, bro. You're changing it.
Okay.
I'm talking about.
Let me know what I'm conflating because I'm a little lost when I'm conflating.
CNN went in at 4:00 in the morning with ICE during Obama's reign, and there was no problem because the media wasn't making an issue about that.
No, you know why? Because they went in like they had some sense, and there was no issues. You're conflating.
Hold on. So the city police didn't help him. The state police
no, that's not what I'm saying. Okay, let's hold on.
No. Did the city or the state help them?
You know what? Okay.
Did the governor and the mayor? Did the governor and mayor say no? Don't help Obama.
Okay, hold on.
The governor and the mayor say no. Don't help Obama.
Tell me. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna answer your question right now. Give me a second. Let me answer
shit. You ain't gonna answer.
Well, I mean, I will. Let me answer it. Okay. Maybe Obama got more help than Trump. Okay.
What?
I'll give you that. Hold on. Okay. Let me.
What?
Finish. I'm answering. Maybe. You're right. Maybe the state and the city said, cool, but Obama will help. You know why? Because Obama's not a jackass who does not just say, I'm not paying attention to none of the rules fuck I want, like Trump does on a regular basis. So, yeah, they're more willing to help him. They're more willing to help Bush.
If I'm in the highest office, if I'm in the highest office in the land, I ain't going to listen to shit you saying if you ain't going to comply with what I'm doing. And I'm going to tell you the same thing.
My bad for using that word too, Rock. I'm sorry.
I got the highest office and influence of the land. I'm not going to tell you.
So why don't nobody want to work with him?
If I ask you and I talk to you and we trying to negotiate, and your governor and your mayor is saying do not help him and trying to get click points on CNN and
would Abbott work with Obama?
When they doing that, I'm gonna override it too and be like, executive order.
Okay, so
executive
you'd
order,
be cool.
Hold on.
So you'd be cool if Obama overrode Abbott, because Abbott's on the right, Abbott's conservative. Abbott would not work with Obama. So if Obama went right now, he overrode Abbott, you'd be like, that's cool. That's what he's supposed to do, right?
I don't know I don't know what you're talking about.
Abbott, Governor Abbott, the governor of Texas.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'd root for that. Like anybody who got a backbone to override somebody that doing some fuck shit.
Why are you okay? So you're cool with Obama? Okay, so fine. If you're cool,
I've been cool with Obama. I've been cool with Obama. I'm not. No one said I'm not cool with Obama.
Okay.
I didn't say nothing. I'm not cool with him. I do have my gripes about Obama, about the whole gay push and shit, but that's a whole nother conversation.
Okay.
But as far as like this deportation thing, we haven't seen anything like this because the media,
but they got rid of more people with less issues.
State officials, the Congress ladies, they're riling up their base in the wrong way.
Okay, guys, we got to get Steve in. Let's get Steve in. Steve been trying to speak. Speak your mind.
There's a lot of truth in what everybody talking about. I'm gonna give y'all both that.
Yeah.
But a lot of things when it comes to, politics are blinded and, only showed at one side and at one light. But everybody campaign is messed up.
It's the same bird, Steve. That's I agree. Yeah, it's the same bird.
Yeah, all of them, fam.
It's the same bird. That's all I'm saying too. It's the same bird, but I'm trying to be respectful of Rock.
Let Steve cook. Steve sat by. Let Steve cook.
But I'm with him. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to each one of them, like I said, each one of them's outlook on it. That's why I said both of them ain't wrong, but you got to look at some stuff to a certain capacity. And they each pulling out what they get from it and what they got from it. So I ain't going against them. I ain't going to say nobody wrong, but you got to look at every angle. That's all I'm going to say.
I agree, and I try my hardest to look at everything.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep the conversation going. But the layers to this. This is what I loved about how I'm doing this show, because the way I'm doing it is that each of these video clips, they show different levels to it, right? And at the end, you'll see my reason for it at the end of the show. But we're gonna go into it. Mute your mics, y'all.
She is still at the White House with Donald Trump discussing very important issues. Actually, Nikki, I have the biggest ass. I have it. Everybody's saying it, Nikki. I know they say it's you, but it's me. Wop, wop, wop. Look at it. Look at it, baby. Nicki Minaj is not here. She is not here. She is still at the White House with Donald Trump discussing very important issues. Actually, Nikki, I have the biggest ass. I have it. Everybody's saying it, Nikki. I know they say it's you, but it's me. Wop, wop, wop. Look at it. Look at it, baby.
All righty. So this was at the Grammys. Again, there was a lot of political connotation being spit. And so this was Trevor Noah. He's a South African. And basically he brung up Nicki Minaj. And when he brung her up, they booed her. And well, the liberals, I'm assuming it's most likely the liberals booed her. And he cracked the jokes on it because he's a very extreme liberal. So my thoughts is what is your thoughts on this situation? Do you think this was just? Do you think it was? We know it's there, right? People can like or not like, boo, they won't. But I'm gonna start with Steve. What's your thoughts on this when it comes to this political affiliation, especially with amongst our community and how we turn on each other quick when it comes to difference of religion and politics? What's your thoughts on this, Steve?
I really don't think it's big because it is a regular entertainer. It ain't nobody who got nothing big in politics. It's just the way she made herself look, and she put that on herself. The people who buy her records don't vote.
Right.
That's it.
Okay, so and that's a good thing, a good answer. So, but at the same time, I'm asking, just add layers to it. Do you think the people that booed her, do you think they have identity issues?
I ain't gonna say that. And nobody has that just because, just from a thought or opinion.
Okay, so here's what I mean, right? So I'm gonna ask you a question. Are you of any religion?
Who?
Are you of any religion?
I'm Christian.
Okay, so here's my feedback to my point I'm trying to make. I'm not. So imagine me booing you and totally cutting you off because you're not what I am. I don't think that's cool.
Yeah, that ain't cool. It ain't never cool. But when has that ever had been a problem where we at though?
Oh, it's been a problem forever. I mean,
No, I'm just saying for them to anybody to give a damn about it.
Well, what I'm saying is we saw. Here's the thing. I don't feel sorry for Nicki Minaj because I know what her intention was and it was hypocritical, right? But at the same time, I don't respect the people that will turn on her simply because their beliefs or their political affiliation is opposite of them. So I have a problem on both ends, just two different situations, and I think it's really nuts for both parties. And what I'm saying is for is her with her hypocrisy, and then these people, you just gonna turn like that is insane, bro. We talk about half the audience, the audience for the live was booed, and I'm like, this is insane. This is gang like.
She been losing the Twitter water of Cardi B too. So
Yeah. Yeah, so where I stand is again, you know what I'm saying? That all that crap that faking like she can and her misinformation, lack of knowledge on her on what she was supporting Trump for and all that, I ain't buying it because not too long ago she was totally out there that she was for illegal immigration, and then now all of a sudden you switch it up. I ain't buying it, and I never bought into it, and I stand on it. But at the same time, I'm not going if you somebody I cover for respect. I'm not gonna disown you and then start getting you hateful reactions and vibes simply because you not something I am. That's a sick situation, man. Why I'm like,
hey, Rockstar, he probably still ain't give her a damn green card.
I was about to say that. That's the best line.
Well. All right, Jay, what's your thoughts on it, Jay?
I mean, me personally, I really don't care that she got booed, but also I think in a setting like that, you got all these people from different all this stuff, people in different, classes, finance, whatever.
Yeah.
No matter who it is, her or the next person, that's a representation of how they feel. From, blend of different spaces. You know what I'm saying? That's how she feels, and hey, that's how she feels. That's what she does. And,
Yeah.
it comes to territory, but I feel like that's a representation of how people feel about her, and it's a blended, type of comedy that you can say. So
Yeah. And then I'm gonna tell you another thing too. This is again, this kind of goes back, it's kind of in connection with the entertainment industry, right? And how I know for a fact it's off my experience, my reality, you know what I'm saying, being on the lower levels of it, you know what I'm saying, of fame and stuff like that, that this is it's definitely a gang like boule. I'm gonna tell you why. Because come on, King will tell you, the entertainment industry is liberal as that it's majority left. Why? Okay, this is what I tell people. This is one of the things I learned in business. In business, CEOs, Fortune 500 companies, huge stockholders, they always sway on the side that makes their money. So what do I mean? Private corporations are depending on the realm of the market they're in. It's going to be a people-based market. Who you think they're going to ride with? They're going to ride for the people. There's going to be more socio-economical side. And then you have the other companies who don't necessarily rely on on a social economic base to make their profit. They're going to side with the right. It's just business to them.
Yep. Yeah, I just got you stuck, Rock. Rock. I think Rock stuck. Yeah, I just had this kind of revelation and talk, like I'd probably say about 4 or 5 days ago. From like a actor, prominent actor, prominent person, kind of producer type of guy, and basically in a nutshell, so I don't drag it out, he kind of told me that you're amazing, you're great, you're good at this, you're good at that, you got this certain eye, you can do, and people see that. And then the same thing he said, but can't hear me? Can you hear me?
I can.
And then he said in the same thing, he was like, but if you just tone down your stance on political views, you'd get more sponsors and attention in Houston and what some deals. Because I come from two worlds of film. Like I come from the guerrilla independent side of like niggas that got $100 in their pocket. I come from that world of making movies, and I also come from the world of getting hired on like if you're part of a union. And even that is like, it's cliquish. If you're not in the clique, if you're not, your name is not on their foresight, you know what I'm saying, then you're not going to get the jobs. And so he was just telling me like he was basically they watching me. They've been watching me. They've been wanting me, but they can't touch me because of I guess my rhetoric of political views, which I feel is like one way I could look at it, like in a human sense of morality, and that I feel like a lot of y'all want me to be on when we're talking political things. I could look at it like, oh, woe is me, that's fucked up. They're not letting me be me. But then the main part of me is like, wow, that made me feel good. It made me feel more confidence and to go even harder, because I'm like, you're watching me, and I'm becoming something that has never been seen before. Because and I guess in their eyes, not in mine, because I quickly told them, I said, well, the people I look up to is like people like Oliver Stone and Spike Lee, and Mario Melvin Van Peebles with Sweetback Badass. Those are the directors, and Robert and I forgot his name, Robert Townsend. Those are the directors that I look up to, that I feel had some sort of a political voice and was creative, and they ended up making their own movie with their own dime, and still became a success, in the sense of like, there's a culture of movies that, I'm gonna get you, sucker, those Sweetback Badass, those are classic movies in the realm of where I come from. And that's where I was like, nah, I think the type of director and type of producer person that I am is a new breed of things, to where it was understood. Like, if I just talk liberal, if I say Jesus loves and all this other stuff every now and then, and just, I'll be in the clique. But then I'm like, I don't know if I want to be in that group clique like that, and if I can't really be myself, because whenever I start being myself, I'm gonna be turned into the villain, and but that was what I got from what my take on it, when he was saying what he was saying just now before he got cut off, so we just having a little technical difficulty, but we're keeping it going. What do you can expound on that, Jay? What I was saying, I don't know.
I mean, like, the part, like what I said, like, at the end of the day, I personally think, the person being true to themselves is what they need to do. It doesn't matter if it's on the conservative side, the liberal side, or right, left, whatever, If a person truly believes in what they're saying, like, I definitely like it. I don't hold those things because, like, I am, I'm the same way, like, this is opposite, what I'm saying?
Yeah. The Nicki Minaj thing got me really thrown in a loop, in a sense, because it's like, in a way, I'm like, I don't really care, because I'm not gonna make an artist a leader. I'm not gonna put her in that light to where I need to care about that she's close to Trump. But at the same time, for the sake of the topic we're talking on here, I love talking about it. But more so, like, let that little girl be what she gonna be. I don't know what she trying to do. And then rumors that she may be illegal, that she ain't even a citizen, and she, so she trying to get her little gold card. I don't know what she got to do.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, I know my take on it is this, right? I heard what you said, Jay, and you definitely right, man. People should be allowed to live in their truth, but what if your truth is a lie? That's a problem.
I was just gonna say that. I think that's some bullshit.
Bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that's a problem, right? And so my thing is this, like I was telling we was having some hearted debates about Nicki in the beginning, and I was like, bro, she fun, and that's my problem. If I knew it was a genuine belief, then I would have had no quarrels with it, because I don't care, I respect whoever you side with, you know what I'm saying, as far as politics, religion, or whatever. But I just knew from the get-go, and here's the thing. The reason I knew is because I understand Nigeria. I understand their politics, you know what I'm saying? I have a crib out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm living out there when I'm out there. And so, and I have these friends, and so I understand they politics, you know what I'm saying? And they politics, if you don't understand their politics, then you wouldn't know what I'm saying is for example. Okay. So remember, she was bringing up about all they killing Christians, and then you got Trump talking about, saying, oh yeah, they keep doing it. He ain't never defended Christians over here. How all of a sudden he care about them somewhere else? Then on top of that, how all of a sudden you care about Christians, but out of the 75 countries that you banned, more than almost 50 of them was African countries and islands. See, that's hypocrisy. You see what I'm saying? And then out of the top 10 countries that we give the most visas to, those 75 countries ain't even in the top 10, but you banned them. Then on top of that, out of the 10 countries that we give the most visas to yearly, 5 or 6 of them is our enemies. Make it make sense, right? And so, again, I still stand by him with the immigration and stuff like that. Because look, if you're breaking the law, you're breaking the law. I can't get away with breaking laws. You know what I'm saying? But back to the Nicki thing, my whole point was when she was screaming about that situation, and I'm like, if you do the stats, the amount of killings based off religion is equal. It's literally almost dead even. It ain't no 10 Muslims killing Christians, You see what I'm saying? To one, it's dead even, right? Because they have these wars. They have these little internal tribal wars, right? But what happens is that some of those tribal wars, they get spewed out as if it's about religion, but when really it's really a tribal thing. And then the public kind of make it into a religious or a religious thing. You feel me? So let me give you an example, right? So watch this. So if anybody knows, Nigerian's president is a US puppet, right? The US
That's what
puppet.
I was about to say. I was like, do you feel weird like talking about the propaganda though? Like this is we know it's
You gotta let me
propaganda.
cook because everybody don't know the propaganda. So here's my point. So you got the president fronting as if he really care about the Nigerian Christians. But guess what? The American government put this puppet in the office as president of Nigeria. Guess what religion he is? Muslim. Make it make sense. So if hold on, let me finish. Let me get in. So if yeah, I know he hate the truth, but it's okay.
No,
Okay.
no,
Let me
no. I
finish.
love what you're saying. Like everything you're saying.
So here's my point. So if we really care about the Christians in Nigeria, why wouldn't you put a Christian puppet to run the country? Because you don't want the country. You want the country in turmoil. You want it where it's at. You can't make this up, bro. And guess how I found this out? I found this out talking to my wife's uncle, who's in the politics. And then when he told me that, I was floored. I trusted. Trust was like he heard the voice because I told him, I said, I need to do an interview on it. I got it recorded. Blew my mind. He said, yes. He said, don't get fooled by the politics. I say, you can't
Oh
make
my
it.
God. Oh my God.
But everybody don't know that, fam.
Jay, go back and watch our show on that one, and you're gonna hear me say exactly in what he's saying. He's just now getting it. He's just not realizing.
No, I'm not thinking it.
Like you don't feel weird, like keep on arguing a propaganda that we know. The only reason that this got brought up is because wait. I'll let you cook. I'll let you cook. I'll let you cook, and I'll let you stir. I'll let you souffle. I'll let you toss it and roast it. I'll let you saute it. All of that. Let me say something. Let me sprinkle. Let me sprinkle a little bit. Everybody knows the only reason that came about is because liberals were going off about Palestine. That's it. And he wanted to have something to go against that. And he got Nikki to fall for the bait. And the only reason I defended Nikki because I think her loopy doopy ass actually fucking believed it. And she actually did. And that's what made her a good pawn for it. I never am saying that there's no.
That too. Then I told
I told you. Go back and watch the show. Go back and watch that show. I'm gonna bring a clip. I'm gonna do a Roberto. I'm gonna do a response clip on our clip.
He really believed it, Nikki. Didn't he?
But I said I believe that Nikki believes that she did feel like she's saving Christians. He used her for that because he needed it to go against, like, hey, liberals, then why aren't you ever bringing up the whole thing in Africa? Because they know that nobody brings up nothing with African people. That's why Bill Maher thought it was clever that he brought it up. That's the only reason why Bill Maher said anything. Well, why aren't y'all talking about the black people that are being genocide and killed in it? Nigga, that's been going on. And now y'all want to say something?
Oh, I've been through it. I'm just saying.
On that level of
I agree with you. I agree with you, Rock. You got it. You got it.
Nikki
Hey, she got that gold card. You better leave her alone. She get you deported, boy. She gonna get you deported, Jay. Where they gonna send you, Jay, when they deport you?
I don't know. It's fucking around send me to Belize or some shit. I don't know.
Nigga, I'm going too. I want to go with you.
All right, we're gonna go into this next video, fam. Did I just delete?
They gonna send you to Minnesota. That's what they gonna send you to Minnesota.
Hey, I'll go at home. You know,
it's too cold, bro. It's too cold.
30 below. We used to it though.
All right, so check this out, y'all. Man, I gotta see which one.
What happened to Reese?
You know what?
I don't know. I just text him in the whatchamacallit.
Hey, will y'all hit that like and subscribe so we can get our technicalities up? Come on.
You could, man. You could. That's a good one, dog.
Please.
So mute y'all mics, fam.
Man, boss. That's them behind us?
Yeah. You're a friend of mine.
I'm a friend of yours? Boss, I'm supposed to be going to work. You getting me pulled over by police, bro.
Close your window.
I ain't closing my motherfucking window. I got a warrant, nigga. You getting me by police, man.
Pulling you over? Give me your license and registration right now. Soon. No, give me your license and registration. Soon, I said soon.
What happened?
Put the vehicle
Let me get out. I'm a night chair employee. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm going to work, so I got the wrong version. I don't know what's going on. Let me get the fuck out. I get this from my supervisor while I'm late. Oh, shit.
Hold on, go. Yeah. I got it.
Y'all fellas have a good day. I'm going to work. It's all good. I got nothing to do with that. I got a job, and y'all got a job.
I love black man. I love black man. I love it.
What happened?
I love it.
I think he agree with Kevin Gates. He gonna mind the business.
I love it. I love it.
Man, what would y'all do if y'all was in that car?
I don't know if I would have been as brave as what he did, but that was awesome.
It was funny, dog.
That was awesome. That was smart as hell. He's like, I gotta go to work, man.
I gotta go to work. Hey, I kind of feel him on there. I gotta go to work. I ain't got time for this.
I got an uncle like that. I got an uncle I know. My Uncle G. I know my Uncle G would done that. Say that, hey, I gotta go work. Let me get my lunchbox, man. I gotta go.
Same thing too. I gotta go to work.
That, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's grown. That's grown, man. My bad, Jay. My bad.
And they just let him go.
That's grown man shit.
Yeah. So here's the reason why I bring that up, right? Because the reason I bring that up is because I've been hearing, and the problem with what I'm about to say is that I've only been hearing, right? So, like for example, like I can speak to the ICE killings because I've seen them. I'm not hearing about them, right? So I can speak to that. But I've only been hearing about actual Black citizens getting messed with. So when we see this video, we literally watched the ICE didn't mess with them. Hey, you a U.S. citizen. So I'm like, I have a problem with both ends of the spectrum. So I'm like, why is it I'm hearing but not seeing?
But it
looked like that was. Let me finish. Why is it I'm hearing but not seeing actual African American citizens being bogged, like being detained or whatever? And the left is complaining and saying this, but then when you're seeing the people get actually like unalived, the right is acting like that's not happening or haven't happened or justified. Why isn't there a middle ground for non-biased reality and judgment?
It doesn't lend to the narrative. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't lend to the narrative. You know what I'm saying? All things can be true. You know what I'm saying? Each of those scenarios can be true. People are gonna argue the thing that aligns with their side of the aisle. And that's, you know what I'm saying? And that's the messed up part to it all. You know what I'm saying? But that's what's up about it. You know what I'm saying? Then you gotta do all this research. It's like, you know what it is? It's about framing. Everything can be framed in a way. You know what I'm saying? I can argue something and frame it this way. You know, Rocky could argue something, frame it that way. King could argue something, frame it that way. Pick could be the same damn thing, completely different views on stuff, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to align necessarily. We want to align, but you know, we want to align in a way that works for our own personal interests. That's what I honestly personally think. But, you know, if we just drop that, actually, if we are all able to look at the thing, if with the same framing or something close to it, maybe we could probably get some solutions in. But you know what I'm saying? Honestly, the world ain't even built like that right now, truthfully.
And it's crazy because I always get beat up on both sides, right? And it's crazy because like I'm not the fair dude. Like life ain't fair. Like I don't care if 10 people, if I disagree with 10 people in a party, I just disagree with all 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm gonna know to leave. They gonna beat me up. I mean,
I can agree with that. What Floyd said. Like, I can agree with that because you got to keep the narrative. Because even when I'm listening to, you know, somebody break down the whole shootings or whatever happened, or either one of them, there's always still like a plausibility, or they'll say like, well, we don't know right now, but it could come back that maybe they didn't talk to each other, maybe they didn't communicate right, maybe he shouldn't have shot him. They'll say that real quick, and then they'll go into the other thing, and I do see that it is like a war right now to like keep the narrative, and I hate where we are right now. In a conversation wise, I hate where we are. In a entertainment wise, this is the greatest time to be alive right now. I can't wait till my grandkids about this shit. But the thing is that I hate as a human and my heart and my morality of it. I hate where we are right now in the conversation. I can't stand it.
Yeah, I agree with you too, man. I agree with you too. But we definitely gonna keep talking it out, man. I think the way I did it today was kind of creative. I haven't seen nobody do it like this today. So I don't know what y'all think about the style where you kind of have video clips to kind of convey the layers of conversation.
That's always good. That's always good. You know, that's always good. Keep it. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because it's something about video. You know what I'm saying? You know, they say a picture worth 1,000 words, so I would think a video worth 100,000.
How y'all out there in the chat? How y'all think about it? How y'all see how we doing it? What do y'all think? Let us.
Yeah, y'all definitely let us know, man. Well, look at here. I'm finna set the audience up. We had 2 to 3 other topics. We're not doing them today. Y'all want us to talk about those topics, security riches and New York hip hop. Come see us Wednesday.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So Jay, we're gonna go and let you take us out of here, and then we're gonna get King to take us go after you, and we're gonna call it a night, man.
All right, man. Good combo. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Again, Jay from Jay Mika's channel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Appreciate it.
Gotcha, man. And King, man, gonna take us out. Do me a favor, y'all. All I need is about 3 minutes after we get off. Do not log off.
Okay.
All right, cool. But gonna take us out.
Hey, what's up? Y'all know what it is. This is Kane King II, the filmmaker's filmmaker. And of course, you can always watch Hewwood when you get done with here. But I asked you a favor, and Rock has been helping me with this for a greater part of 6 months. And tomorrow night, I'm going to be launching the show Film Tricks and Politics.
Yes.
So I would love for you guys to go to Blackjack TV on YouTube channel, and please blow that up and check it out. And I'm going to be coming with a new show every Tuesday, 8 p.m. You ready? Film Tricks and Politics.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I gotta go check it out. I'm sure gonna be there. You know what I'm talking about? You feel me? Yeah. So with that being said, we love y'all. Remember, 1,000 subscribers is the goal. We need you to join the membership so we can get you some free merch when it come out. Click that like button, click subscribe. And we out. And tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Do the same thing. Peace.